Hey, what's up guys, iPadOS here. Welcome back to the channel. Today Apple released iOS 14.1 for everyone to download worldwide. Now this software didn't really see any beta testing. This software is now officially released for everyone. Last week you may remember Apple releasing 14.1, the gold master copy, which I covered. Links will be in the description. But in this video we're going to go over some of the latest changes and improvements with 14.1, the official final release. Now if you have an iPad that supports iOS 14, iPadOS 14.1 is now available for download on iPad as well. Now, besides iOS 14.1 and iPadOS 14.1, Apple released the Homepod Software 14.1 as well, of course. Now, this one brings the new Intercom feature for the HomePod. So if you don't know what that is, I'll link everything in the descriptions. On Apple's keynote, they talk about how you can now send intercoms from HomePods to HomePod. But this feature is also set to be available from HomePod to iPhones and to Apple Watches. Over the past 2 hours, I've been testing the intercom feature on the HomePods here in the studios, but it only appears to be working on the HomePods from HomePod to HomePod. It doesn't appear to be working from the HomePod to the iPhone or other Apple Watches around the house. So right now, only intercom from HomePod to HomePod. Maybe later down the road, Apple will enable this feature to be working across all iOS devices, which is the intention behind the feature. But yeah, HomePod, the latest software 14.1 is also available. If you want to use that intercom feature, is now available from HomePod to HomePod. So let's get to some of the latest changes on 14.1. So the first thing I want to talk about is Apple now has added support for HDR, 10-bit HDR video playback and edit in the Photos application on any iPhone 8, 8 Plus, and above. So now finally we have the 10-bit HDR video playback compatibility on iPhone, again iPhone 8 and above. iOS 14.1 also addresses an issue where certain folders and icons as well as widgets will show an incorrect size on the home screen. So that has been addressed. That was a minor bug. By the way, if you're wondering about the latest build number, it is the same as the Gold Master copy. It's going to be 18A8395. That's going to be the build number for the latest 14.1 official final release. Again, the same as the Gold Master copy. Now, this also addresses an issue that when you would drag and drop a widget on the home screen, if you had apps in a folder, those apps would actually leave the folder and sometimes even disappear from the home screen. So that issue has also been addressed as well. There's also an issue that Apple is addressing within the Mail application with 14.1, where some emails would just send from the incorrect provider for whatever reason. So that issue has also been addressed with 14.1. In terms of the software itself, everything else from 3D touch or haptic touch, from the menus, from the control center and other playback options on 14.1 seems to be working well. I had minor issues with AirDrop, but this software has appeared to be fixing that issue here as well. This also addresses an issue where some incoming calls on iPhone 10 and above will have issues displaying information. So in terms of region where the incoming call was coming from and things like that, for whatever reason, from iPhone 10 and above, I guess Face ID devices, those incoming calls were having issues displaying region on the iPhone. Now, this also addresses an issue where you were unable to download and add songs to the music library while viewing a particular album in Apple Music. So you weren't able to add this music as you were viewing the actual album, which was kind of annoying. I did come across this issue as well. Now, for HomePods, this also addresses an issue where the HomePods, if you had them both set as stereo sound, they will actually play off sync. So this also addresses an issue for that as well. So 14.1 and HomePod OS 14.1 both kind of address that issue together. This also addresses an issue, believe it or not, where the calculator will fail to actually display the number 0 on the calculator. I did not come across this issue, but some users did come across that issue. So Apple has definitely resolved that with the latest software update here for iPhone. Now, some users were also expressing issues and trouble setting up an Apple Watch for a family member within the Watch applications, especially the Apple Watch SE. And now Apple has addressed that issue. So if you were having issues setting up an Apple Watch for a family member, that will no longer be the case. Apple has already addressed that and actually acknowledged that that was an issue for some Apple Watch users. By the way, Apple also released watchOS 7.0.3 for Apple Watch Series 3 to address some of the rebooting and issues issues with watchOS or Apple Watch Series 3 as well. So if you didn't catch that, links will be in the description for that information as well. And there you guys have it, just some improvements overall. One of the biggest changes here is the ability to have the 10-bit HDR video playback on your iPhone, and of course, some of the latest HomePod improvements alongside 14.1. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.